Conservatives say a lot of things about themselves. They are going to restore America. They say quite a lot of things about others. In fact, they have big plans for us all. They also say a lot of things to each other. Are you excited? I know I am. Let's take a tour of America in their image.
Our culture today is trying to completely demasculate all of the young men in our culture. I mean, you can look at the testosterone levels in young men today, and they are lower than throughout all of history. And there's a lot of reasons for this that we can get into later. But my friends, they're trying to demasculate the young men in this country because they don't want people who are going to stand up. And so I'm telling you, all of you moms here, the people who I said were the most vicious in our movement, if you are raising a young man, please raise them to be a monster.
One of the things I tell young men, well, and young women as well, but the young men really need to hear this more, I think. You should be a monster, an absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it. So a man who's capable of aggression but has it under control is a way more useful man than one who cannot do that.
My wife is here. I'm here. My neighbor's here.
Okay.
His kid was racing up and down our 25-mile-an-hour street doing 50 miles an hour in a Razor, and then he told my neighbor to fuck off when he came out to tell him to slow down. And the next thing we know, his dad, Jason, comes down here trying to claim that somebody took a swing at his kid, and nobody did.
Keep winning, baby. Do it. Embrace simple truths. There's only two genders, and boys should go to boys' rooms, girls should go to girls' restrooms. And guess what? Teachers shouldn't be forced to use your freaking made-up fantasy pronouns. Fight like hell. Hold the line against the LGBT mafia and their dang pedo fans. Keep winning. You know what? Keep the winning. They can keep the monkeypox. How's that working? In fact, keep winning so much, we'll keep coming. You know what? We're going to keep coming so hard. The only thing these woketards got to figure out is whether it's on their face, backboard, or thighs. Woo!
If you are that slacker barista.
I'm a nurse at Temple, and as part of our contract, like our build up to our contract campaign, we polled our members about their student debt because we're going to be demanding that the employer also offset the debt, right? And so 120 of our members had a total of $7 million in nursing debt, in student debt.
These are nurses?
Yeah, these are nurses. And you have to have a college degree to be a nurse, and we're struggling in the hospital.
All right.
We need more nurses.
Who wasted 7 years in college studying completely useless things, now has loans and can't get a job. Joe Biden just gave you 20 grand.
I have like $88,000 of debt that's just increased year after year.
That increases
yeah, because
interest rates?
They're all federal loans.
The church is supposed to direct the government.
The Supreme Court has a blueprint to revisit all those decisions and say, guess what? It's not in there. So that means that banning gay marriage is back on the menu. Banning sodomy is back on the menu. Banning contraceptives is back on the menu. And basically, we're having something like Taliban rule in America, in a good way. We're having something like a Catholic Taliban rule in America.
The FBI's office in Cincinnati, Ohio, was put on lockdown after an armed man who reportedly made threats against the FBI engaged in a standoff. In fact, according to reporting, he had fired a nail gun into the FBI building as he was attempting to break into it.
Maybe we begin at Boston Children's Hospital.
Authorities said they responded to Boston Children's Hospital on Tuesday night over a bomb threat.
Anti-trans hate and lies from right-wing media very likely led to a bomb threat at Boston Children's Hospital on Tuesday night.
The system is rigged. Most Americans feel this way, and it is certainly gratifying to vent. Yet I don't see how the way conservatives are going about it changes any of these challenges. Widespread drought will cut food, water, and energy across the world. It will disrupt the supply chains everywhere, including places we haven't heard much about. Inflation from scarcity will last. All these problems are happening right now. Yet the GOP has their own ideas of what to focus on.